Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to a special edition of
Ring Rants.
Ring Rants.
This one's gonna be hard to get through, even though
usually we'll be yelling, not yelling, but saying it with more enthusiasm, but it's kind of somber, definitely very somber, actually, tonight, because as you probably know by now, a couple days ago, Roddy Piper passed away, and obviously that's very sad. So the show opened up with pretty much everyone on the roster wearing Hot Rod shirts and paying their respects and ringing the bell. And I thought that was a nice tribute. And what do you think?
I cried during the whole thing. It was definitely hard to get through. As I've talked about before about Roddy Piper, this whole week it's been pretty rough for the wrestling world.
And you've met him too.
Yes, back in 2007 I met him, and the fact that the event that I went to was sold out and they didn't have any tickets, but I was able to get in anyways because my mom helped me get in, and the fact that he actually gave me extra time to talk to him made it extra special. He signed everything that
Super
I had.
nice guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. This was right after he was battling cancer at the time too, so the fact that the fans went to see him and everything.
Where was that?
In Amsterdam, New York.
Wow. But yeah, it's just pretty sad, and they had a nice video package for him, and it was cool to see pretty much all the wrestlers honor him. And I thought one of the scenes of the show was really great was when Dean Ambrose was chewing bubble gum.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
I thought that was nice.
That's a scene,
I got a laugh out of that.
That's a scene from the movie They Live, which is like a zombie movie that Piper was in. So they're paying homage to that.
That was one of my favorite scenes of the show, actually. And of course, the Divas matches. 3 weeks in a row, they've had 2 Divas matches on Raw. They're really finally giving Divas a chance.
Yes, finally. It's about time.
And so that was awesome. Seriously. Charlotte's awesome. Paige is awesome. Becky Lynch is awesome. Sasha Banks is awesome. Bella's, I don't hate them, but it's time for them to give up the belt, really.
Yeah, I would say so.
And I can't wait for Bayley to debut. I'm sure she will soon. Most likely.
Yeah, I would have thought it would have been tonight, being that they're in California.
Yeah, I was thinking that there was a possibility that she would have, but plus she posted on Twitter about sneaking into Raw.
Yeah,
so I thought that maybe she was hinting at something, or maybe she was just
that
trolling
would have been
us.
something that she did.
Yeah, but I'm sure somewhere in the near future she'll be making her debut. And I'm glad that she actually didn't debut with Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. Nothing against them because they're awesome, but it will just make it more special with her debuting by herself.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I forgot. What was the first Divas match?
It was the tag team match with Charlotte and Sasha Banks versus the Bellas. No, Charlotte and Becky Lynch versus the Bellas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there was a tag team match, and they won. So
nice.
It's good that they're getting this shot now.
They're getting over a little bit?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Or a lot. That's an understatement.
Definitely. And then they had Paige versus Naomi one-on-one. So, it's a good night for the Divas.
Yeah. And who ended up winning that match? Paige versus Naomi. I actually kind of forgot.
Paige,
okay. That's good. Paige hasn't really won a match in a while, has she?
Not so much. Not in a singles competition with the Bellas, because the Bellas are always cheating all the time.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm sick of yeah, exactly.
They don't even look like twins anymore.
And then, of course, we didn't mention this, but the opening of the show, after they paid tribute to Piper, was Rollins called out someone on the roster
for an open challenge.
For his heavyweight title on the line.
Yeah.
I was shocked by that because you knew most likely he's not going to drop his title on Raw. But when was the last time they had someone to defend their world heavyweight title on Raw? It's been a long time. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I thought it was a great match between him and Neville.
Definitely.
Great match.
Definitely.
Neville has so much potential.
Match of the year. candidate for sure.
I don't know if it's the match of the year,
No.
but it was a great match. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a great match.
So,
I saw the highlights of it. I missed it, actually. I was driving over here, but I heard about it and saw the highlights.
yeah, it was a good
So-
match.
So, yeah, I thought that was cool that they actually had a match like that on Raw, because that's pretty rare nowadays.
It's the first Raw without Cena tonight.
That's true, too. That's another thing worth noting.
Being that he broke his nose.
Yeah, as you know by now, Rollins broke his nose.
They even made a shirt about it,
They did?
saying
What-
you can't see knees or something.
I mean, obviously, let me, go ahead.
Rollins has a new shirt that says "Never shuts up" about Cena.
Now, obviously, even though I'm not a big Cena fan, as you guys probably know by now,
I can tolerate him.
I'm never going to root for someone to get injured, even if it's minor or severe. Doesn't matter. I'm not rooting for someone to get injured. That being said, it's different without him being there, and I think in some ways it's more fresh without him being there. He doesn't need to be there every week, even though I respect the fact that he's there pretty much every week of the year. He's
Yeah.
dedicated, of course. He's passionate,
Definitely.
just like most of these wrestlers. Hey, I'm saying positive things about the guy. You
Yeah,
can't say
most
that.
of the
You can't say I
time-
never say positive things about him.
Most of the time, you're angry tweeting about him.
I know. So for all you people out there saying I never say positive thing about him, I just said positive things about him. But what I'm saying is, it's different. It's different in a good way. When Cena's not there, they do some at least a little bit different. I mean, I don't know if it's drastically different, but a little bit.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Definitely.
And who knows when he'll be back? Do you think he'll be back by SummerSlam? Most likely.
Hopefully, because Seth Rollins said, "How about we do champion and champion? You know, title for title. You know, all or nothing."
So yeah, that's true. That's true. So it's serious enough to keep Cena off TV for a few weeks, but it's not serious enough to keep him out of SummerSlam. So it's somewhat serious.
I mean, how long does it take to heal a nose? Just reset it, put some ice on it, put a Band-Aid on, you're good to go.
I wish it was that easy. No, he had trouble breathing, so I mean, he had to have an emergency surgery. That's
Yeah.
something serious.
True.
But I know you were just trying to be funny. I found it a little comical, a little bit. But anyways, moving on. What other matches?
Brock Lesnar was in attendance tonight.
Wow, we have a Brock Lesnar sighting
Yeah, to do nothing.
to just stand there.
Stand there, like, oh, let me get the steel steps, put him in the ring, stand there like a pedestal, and let Paul Heyman talk all about me and how great I am.
And don't get me wrong, I love seeing Paul Heyman cut promos. He's amazing on the mic. He's one of the best performers on the mic. But, I mean, really, with Lesnar just standing there, yeah, okay, he made an appearance, okay, that's fine. But it's not a huge deal in my opinion. The best thing about Lesnar, in my opinion, is Paul Heyman talking.
Yeah, the fact that they don't want to
So-
have Undertaker and Brock face to face until SummerSlam because they're afraid they're going to beat each other up. So it's like, okay, you're going to have Brock on one week, and what's next week? You're going to have Taker on?
Probably.
Maybe.
Well, think about it this way, too. When, in the weeks and month leading up to WrestleMania, Undertaker never appeared on Raw.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt was cutting all the promos.
Yeah. But
So-
they should have had Undertaker like come up on the screen or have something pre-recorded.
Exactly.
Just so that it's something, just so that we're not.
And the WWE trolled us with his music and stuff, making us think he was there, but he wasn't. So it's very possible next Monday, the WWE could troll us again to make us think that he's there for a second, but he's not really.
Yeah.
But I hope he makes an appearance, at least one appearance before SummerSlam.
Look at the lights or something. Do some smoke and mirrors. You know. And Undertaker's supposed to be the master of mind games. It's like, all right, do some. We're waiting.
Yeah.
It's like Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar are talking to a wall. You need to have that other person there to take the promo and be like, hey, you know what? This is what I'm going to do to you. So.
Yeah, I mean, I almost called him Promo Heyman. Well, he is Promo Heyman.
Yeah, if he was a superhero, that would be a superhero.
Promo Heyman. But Paul Heyman, he's awesome on the mic. We've already established that. But it doesn't have the same effect when the other person isn't there.
Yeah, so
You know what I
so he
mean?
can't
He's talking
react.
to no one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's talking to him, obviously. But I mean, they're not face to face, so you're right. It doesn't have the same effect.
It's like if Undertaker's at home, like, what do you say about me on the couch? And like,
or on the crapper. I don't know. I don't know why I went there. That was stupid.
I mean, he could be watching it on his tablet. You know?
Who knows?
He probably has the WWE app.
But yeah. So, anyways, we'll see if Undertaker's actually there next week, or they'll play his music and troll us.
And then they had Miz TV with Owens and Cesaro, and they had a little bit of a confrontation.
They actually let Cesaro talk, which I was shocked about.
Yeah,
Cesaro's not terrible on the mic, but he's not great. He's not terrible, though. If they give him more of a chance, I think he could be a little bit better.
They're trying to build up a feud with Owens and Cesaro. Maybe they'll have a match at SummerSlam.
I think that's very possible. Very likely.
I know they're supposed to have a match the night before at NXT TakeOver, but who knows? I'm sure he'll do double duty if he has to.
Yeah.
You know, for the ratings.
Yeah.
I think the biggest news of the night for me tonight was finally the announcement that Stephen Amell, the Green Arrow, is coming. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's a comic book character on the Green Arrow on the CW. Alex has no idea who he is.
Okay, so our joke was this. Who's Stephen Amell?
The Arrow.
Is that
the Green Arrow? And then...
Oh, what show is he on?
Arrow.
Oh, okay.
And you didn't know that.
So, yeah. Okay, it was funnier if you were there.
He didn't know it. I was laughing. I was like, Alex, please, just watch The Arrow. It's on Netflix, first 2 seasons.
Hey, if I had people laughing at me, I'd rather have I can't speak. I'd rather have people laugh with me, but if they're laughing at me, I'll take it. If they're laughing, I'll take it.
Anyways, the fact of the matter is, Stephen Amell, who plays the Green Arrow on Arrow, on CW, if we haven't talked about that already.
I don't think we have.
Is an avid wrestling fan, and he has said countless times how much he would want to guest star on Raw, and he finally is getting his dream, because the one time he was in attendance at a Raw, you know, just as a fan, Stardust got in his face and hissed at him,
So is that how that feud started?
Yeah, they started fighting on Twitter a little bit.
Oh, let's fight on Twitter. Let's hide behind our computer.
And the Miz got in there too for some reason, just because he's the Miz. And then like the Neville storyline, be my hero, you know. And then he even said, "You have failed this city," taking a shot, you know, at Stephen Amell. So
that's funny.
Hopefully, we'll get the Arrow versus Stardust at SummerSlam.
I think it's pretty cool, actually. Awesome. With Stardust and Neville, I think that was pretty cool last week for the graphics. They made it really look like a comic book.
They've been doing that a lot lately.
And Stardust's his character is like something out of a comic book.
And then he ripped up a Green Arrow comic book. It's like, okay. All right, let's do this.
That could be interesting. Do you think they'll wrestle at SummerSlam?
I would hope so. Like, you don't even have to have like a full-fledged match. Have him team up with Neville. You know, Neville can do a little bit of wrestling and, you know, have Stephen Amell get in there as the Green Arrow in the full costume and all that. Wrestle a little bit, you know, get the pin, make it look good. Everybody's happy. We all mark out. It's a good day, you know.
Good day at the office.
I would hope so. I'd hope it'd be great because, hey, I see him do his own stunts on the show. I'm pretty sure they could teach him a few moves. He's got 3 weeks to do it. And he doesn't even have to wrestle the whole match. You know, a few spots here and there, we all go home happy.
And so, Rusev was there tonight, right?
Yeah, him and Mark Henry, boring match.
I don't really have much to say about it. Who won? I didn't even pay attention, to be honest.
Rusev, I think.
Probably.
I was too much busy looking at Summer Rae dressed up as Lana, trying to look like her, talk like her.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why is she trying to...
Just to get under, you know, Lana's skins.
Yeah, I don't really know where they're going with this, because last week there was just a random fish. I mean...
puppy and...
I don't know. It makes no sense to me, but whatever.
Dolph Ziggler, he's always shooting movies, so...
So, do you think he'll be back soon?
I'd hope so.
Hopefully.
Because they were like, oh, he got injured when Rusev hit him with the crutch to the neck. No, it's called, I'm going to go shoot a movie for a few weeks. I'll be back around time for SummerSlam, but... Yeah.
Who's the only wrestler on the WWE roster to have a pay-per-view event named after them?
Summer Rae.
Yeah, okay. You get it. Summer Rae Slam?
Summer Rae Slam. I would say
I don't know.
I would say a joke, but it's not PG for this show.
Yeah, and I'm only 12, so
No.
Anyway.
No, I won't say it. I
No.
want to, but I can't. Because we have some young viewers that watch us.
yeah, like my nephews. Well, I don't know if they watch this. Probably not, but
Yeah, you never know.
okay. So we're going to get to the main event, but that's going to be in a separate video. And the main event tonight was between Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton versus Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, and Luke Harper. So we're going to talk about that in the next video. So stay tuned. You're watching
Ring Rants.
Ring Rants.
Yeah.